I don't know. You just sit there, I guess. I've been to some games. I've been to a lot of games. I mean, um, you can understand, like, you want the team to do better and everything. So you're just like, golly, come on. And that's really as bad as it gets with me. You know.
So what does it mean to you to be supportive of a team in good times and bad then?
Well, it means a lot. Fans, whether they know it or not, they dictate a lot. They're a major, major part of the game. And walking in the other buildings, it's tough to play. Sometimes if the fans are very supportive and if they're loud and just cheering nonstop. But no matter what the outcome, that makes it tough to play. I mean, whether they know it or not, they play a huge part in home games. That's why you have advantages at home.
Do you feel at all like it's been almost as hard for you guys playing in front of the fans and as the opposing team coming onto your court?
Well, I mean, it's hard. I definitely say it's hard. I mean, we're at a point right now where we're struggling. We're still trying to work on a lot of things. We are in a transition right now. And it's not easy making changes on the fly. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I mean, it's a very tough schedule. It's a very tough month for us. And we're trying to adapt to some new situations and, without much practice time. And, we have to make our improvements in the games. And that's very difficult.
Can you see the point of view of the fans, though, with their high expectations coming into this season? Why they'd be a bit frustrated?
I understand high expectations. If a fan is frustrated, how do you think I feel? You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to remember. If we lose a game, I don't like to lose. I play to win every day. Every time I step on that court, I give my hardest. I play my hardest. And sometimes, you come up short. But, I mean, we have a lot of basketball to play, and that's a very positive thing about this season.
You look at the way the Mavs started this season, they really turned it around. You look at that as a team that maybe you guys can emulate going forward and turn the season around.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what? If you look at every season, there's always a couple teams who have slow starts who just, are unbeatable later on in the year. I mean, like the Sixers last year, they didn't have a good first half, but the second half they just found their niche and they really turned it on. And I mean, we're very, very close to being a good team. I mean, I really believe that. It's just our situation right now. We're just struggling, and that happens. We're in a rough patch. We have to fight to get ourselves out of it.
Is it a situation where you welcome the road trip now, just given it will be your longest road trip, and just to get away from things and maybe change luck?
Well, to knock it out and get it out the way. It's a long road trip. We're not going to be home for a very long time. It's very tough to play on the road. But, tough situations make you stronger and it makes you come together. So, everything happens for a reason. So I guess that's why the schedule was made the way it was.
Two seasons ago, sort of similar situation, except for the expectations, which are higher now. But you guys were sort of laboring, and then you went out west and you had that game with TJ hitting the shot. And that's what Dirk was saying last night. I think it just takes one win, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes one thing, and then the confidence starts to turn up, and the guys just start playing a little bit better. But when you're in that little episode, it's hard to get out of. But once you get out of it, you have a better feeling, and you can feel like you keep rolling.
Is confidence a bit of an issue? I mean, athletes like to say that it's never an issue, but when you're losing it.
No, I think it's just persistence. I think we have a lot more confidence than we normally have, than we had before. So guys are playing well. It's just we have to impose our will for the whole game. And if we do that and do the things that get us leads and stuff like that and make sure we do it for the whole game, I think we'll be very tough to beat.
Chris, is the lack of practice time hurt?
It's difficult. It's difficult. Like I said before, we make changes on the fly. Sometimes we'll be like, well, we have to do a better job of rebounding, so rebound. Usually you can have drills to work on it or really, really emphasize and talk about it. Sometimes all we can do is watch film because we don't have time. We're in the middle of back-to-backs. We just have to talk about it.
Chris, talk about this Oklahoma City team, a young team that
Well, I mean, they have a lot of talent, and you know they're on their home court, so you know we know that they're going to lay it out on the line and just talk and play hard. We know that for a fact. So, you know, we can't step in Oklahoma City just expecting to win. We're going to have to work for it.
Just remember 2 years ago when you guys were 10 and 15 and everybody was going to get fired or traded or benched.
Yeah, I remember that.
What turned it around at you?
I don't know, just perseverance. You know, we really, despite our record, we still continue to play hard, and we just never lost sight of what we could do. You know, you can't just get yourself in a funk just because of the past 5 games or 10 games. You have to keep the big picture in mind, and I think that's one thing that we did, and we kept playing, and eventually it turned around for us.
When a team's struggling and there's, you know, obviously people are wondering about if there should be trades made or moves or something done. The players, does that get in the players' heads and maybe make them play a little bit tentatively?
I don't know. Well, it doesn't help. You know, it doesn't help. It definitely doesn't help. When you're playing basketball, all you want to do is worry about what's on the court. You don't want to worry about things as soon as the game starts, you know, or before the game, or like if I don't do this, you know, I'm not going to be effective, and things will continue to escalate. You know, you just want to go out there and play basketball, and no matter what happens. You know.
Do you get the sense that your team sometimes plays too tentatively because they don't want to make mistakes, or they see leads slipping away and they don't want to, so they play? I don't think play scared's the right word, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, not as aggressive as before. Yeah, that happens. Last night, guys who usually shoot the ball were kind of hesitant a little bit, and you know, just because they went on a run. And I mean, you know, I understand sometimes you have to get to a basket, but I mean, if you're open, you still have to shoot it because we are playing against the shot clock. So we just have to you have to play your basketball. At the end of the day, you have to do what got you here. You know, if you're a driver, drive. If you're a shooter, you got to let it go.
Chris, you don't seem very happy today. I just got here, but you don't seem very happy today.
Oh, I'm always happy.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You usually are.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed with the fans or just with what's going on?
Well, no, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm just, you know, it's tough. You know, cold outside, a little tired. You know, just dealing with a lot physically. But, you know, it's where we are right now. We're just gonna have to be tough about it. You know, we just have to keep a smile on our face and keep working. That's the only way I know how to fix things.
People offered you any advice to get out of this slump?
Nobody. I mean, what kind of advice can somebody give you? All they can say is keep going. That's about it. You know, if you're tired, stretch. You know, I don't know. You know, it's people can offer you advice, but it's really none you can really use to just fix things right away. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. It's all about learning. It's part of life.